Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, EQA Nostalgia here, and welcome to my guide for the Imp, one of the new zombies in Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2. Now, for those of you who played as the Imp in the beta, you should be noticing a significant change in his performance. His Impkata ability has been nerfed. It does less damage and has less range, which isn't surprising. That's something I called out during the beta. I think a lot of people saw that one coming. And his mech has 50 less health from what it was reduced down from 400 down to 350. So it's one of those things that it sucks, but I think it was necessary. But at the same time, I feel like they went a little too far with it. So the first thing to note about the Imp is that he only has 50 health. You want to be really careful with him. He is the most squishy character in the entire game. So the standard attack for the Imp are the Imp Blasters, and they do about 6 damage up close. They have a high rate of fire, but as you start to back away, the damage drops off significantly. I kind of look at the Imp as the Chomper of the zombie team because he's one of those characters where you have to be really stealthy. If you're not stealthy, you're going to die. You want to pop out at the last second, do as much damage as possible, and get out of there. Now the Imp has a double jump ability, and he can also use his thrusters to jump sideways, back, and forward, and I highly recommend doing this often once you get into trouble. Obviously you don't want to blow your stealth. Now keep in mind, guys, if you don't fire and nobody sees you, you're not going to show up on the map. They're not going to see your player icon, so be very sneaky, and then when it comes time to fight, that's when you want to be jumping left and right and trying to strafe, because his hitbox, he's really tough to hit, and you're going to want to stay away from Rose because she has a homing thistle ability. I would say that she can absolutely decimate you, and probably quicker than anybody else. The Cactus is pretty good at it as well because she has a high damage shot. Okay, so the first ability we're going to be taking a look at is the Gravity Grenade. When you throw this thing down, it's going to pull the plants up into the center of it. It lasts about 3 seconds. Pretty good for getting that last hit on somebody. I like to use it, and what I'll do is I'll just start shooting into the middle of it and hit as many plants as I can, and then I'll follow up with Impkata, and usually that's enough to polish off whoever got caught into it. Speaking of the Impkata, this is an AoE ability for the Imp where he spins in one place and does a pretty decent amount of damage. One thing you guys are going to want to be careful about with Impkata is that it's not as beastly as it used to be. As I stated, it's not going to just be a free kill. So if you go into a pack of plants and you use it, you can still be shot. They're probably going to kill you, and you're probably not going to get a single kill, so you have to be careful about how you use it. I like to use it, like I said, to just polish up whoever got caught in the Gravity Grenade. Okay, last but certainly not least, let's talk about the Z-Mech. This is the reason why you want to play the Imp. This is why everybody looked at the Imp and said, oh my god, this character is going to be insanely overpowered. Nerf before it even came out. Now with the Z-Mech, you're going to feel really strong the first time you deploy it. I promise you, you're not as strong as you think you are, but you can absolutely decimate if you're careful about using it. So let's take a look at his health. He's down to 350 from 400 during the beta, which is funny because it consequently is the same exact amount of health that the Imp has standard, but it's still pretty beastly. Don't go charging into the garden with this thing, guys, because they're going to burn you down so fast. They're going to focus fire on you. People see the mech and they just snap right to you and they burn you down quick. If you're going to go into that garden, try to do it with a friend. I know this is kind of hard for most people, but if you can coordinate at least 2 of these guys together, get into your mech and storm into the garden, you're going to pretty much wipe everyone out because they can't just focus fire both of you. They can, but usually they won't be that coordinated. But if you're on your own, just try to be stealthy about it. When you deploy it, be in an area where you know you're not going to get shot immediately. I like to get up on the garden, hide behind something, call down my mech, and then stomp in and just clear everybody out of there before they even know what hit them. So with the Imp, you really want to be fast, guys. You want to just get in there, you want to spank them as quick as you can and get out. The mech's standard attack is called a Robo Laser, and it does a lot of damage. Do not underestimate this thing. It's pretty good when your abilities are on cooldown. I like to open up with Missile Madness on the garden, and then I'll follow up with a Stomp to kind of clear anybody else that might have been in the area out of the way, and then I just go back to using the Robo Laser and waiting for that cooldown to pop, and hopefully you can get a couple cooldowns before they take you down, because if you can, you're gonna clear things out, man. He'll raffle stomp if you play him properly, but if you're being focus fired, the Imp is just frustrating. You have to be really careful. There's times where I'll play as him and I stomp, and there's other times where I just get shut down in 2 shots from a Cactus, like everywhere I go. So that's going to cover it for the Imp, guys. I hope you found this guide useful. If you did, please hit the subscribe button. I am doing a guide for every one of the characters in Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2. So let me know what you guys think of the Imp down in the comments section below. If you like this video, please take a moment to leave a like. I thank you all for watching, and I look forward to seeing you all in my next video.